Today we're looking at Brittany Norwood, who killed her coworker Jana Murray, all because she caught her stealing leggings at Lululemon. Jana Murray was born...
So we're about to get into this crazy story of this girl named Brittany killing her coworker over some fucking leggings or crops or... I don't know what the hell she stole, but anyway, she stole something. And she felt like it was her right to fucking bring justice her way. So we about to see what she did. We about to hear how she did it. And yes, this is going to be disturbing. I found this story from somebody, a channel or whoever this young lady name is. It just say missing. So once I do find out more about who this person is that be having these crazy ass stories, I will give them a shout out, because this is a review, a reaction, as well as informational channel. And we about to review some crazy shit, and then we gonna react like how we do, and you already know. Let's get it.
November 22nd of 1980 in Wichita, Kansas. Jana was fun-loving, adventurous, and seemed to leave an impression on everyone that she met. While she was on her way to earning her MBA in business at Johns Hopkins, she worked part-time at Lululemon in the Washington, D.C. affluent suburb Bethesda, Maryland. There she worked with 29-year-old Brittany Norwood. Brittany had been a star soccer player in high school and college. Before joining the Bethesda team, Brittany worked at another Lulu's, but she was fired for buying more than she was allowed with her discount and was eventually hired back. When problems persisted, instead of just firing her altogether, they moved her to the Bethesda store. And shortly after she joined the team, merchandise goes missing, cash goes missing, and the only change at the store was Norwood.
So y'all fired somebody for using a discount a little too much. Did y'all kill this girl for that reason? Because that shit don't sound right. You fired her for using her discount, then you hired her back, so she went back. Evidently, she loved the clothes y'all have, but y'all must have had a hell of a discount for somebody to spend all their money on top of being in college, about to get their MBA. You know how much expensive college is just to get an associate's degree? So think about where she probably was at financially. Spending all her money at y'all store, y'all fired her. But then y'all hired her back.
So naturally, her coworkers suspected it was her, but they have no way to prove it.
And then I remember I talked to Jana. She called me at 9:46. She asked me, did I sell Brittany some crops? And I was like, no. And she was like, because when I back checked Brittany, she found a pair of crops in there. Still had the tags on. Okay, so we got proof now.
On the morning of March 12th, 2011, a manager arrives to open the store as usual, but the door was unlocked, and as she walks in, she finds an indescribable scene.
Montgomery County 911, what is the emergency? One person seems dead and the other person is breathing. I need an ambulance right away, because it looks like there was a struggle.
Brittany Norwood and Jana Murray seem to have been the victims of a horrific crime. Jana is found in a pool of blood with a ligature around her neck and pronounced dead at the scene. And Brittany is found in the bathroom with her wrists and ankles bound in an unusual position, moaning periodically. She's immediately transported to Suburban Hospital. She recalls the incident for Detective Mackey.
I turned to try to leave a back exit door, because it immediately sets the alarm on. So I just had me by the hair and told me if I said another word, it would slit my throat.
And Norwood reported that they had both been sexually assaulted during the attack. But the case wasn't open and shut. Investigators felt something was off, but it took them a while to piece together exactly what happened. Then there was a bit of a break when employees at the neighboring Apple store tell investigators what they heard that night.
All of a sudden we hear a scream, and I get closer to the wall, and I can hear what they're saying. So it was two females. One was hysterically crying, and the other one was she was trying to talk to her, what's going on?
As they continue to find more inconsistencies in Norwood's story, she slowly goes from victim to suspect. Jana had suffered over 300 wounds all over her body, and it had been done with 5 different weapons. Her wounds so gruesome, her family had to have a closed casket at her funeral. It turns out, Norwood lured Jana back to the store saying she left her wallet there, while inside, she began her brutal attack. Then she moved Jana's car to a nearby parking lot, sat in it for a while trying to think of a cover-up story, then went back to the store to make it look like a robbery gone bad. During the trial, the state attorney said it was a slow attack. He asked jurors to do simple math. Imagine that an injury was inflicted every 3 seconds. You'd be doing that for 16 minutes non-stop, he said. In 2012, Brittany Norwood was found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
That's crazy. So me, what I think happened was when she came back, she got hired back, yeah. Maybe she was allegedly stealing merchandise and, you know what I'm saying, stealing money and all that, since she was the only change that came back. Maybe she did it because she felt some type of way of y'all firing her. But at the same time, this does not give your crazy ass the right to take matters in your own hands and kill somebody, fucking do all this other stuff. I can't even think of the word because I'm just sitting there thinking like, man, she been stealing and you think you have the high power right to say which way this beautiful soul fate go. Now maybe you was jealous because she was in school getting MBA. Who knows how the environment was with them around each other. But what we do know is she do not make those high power decisions to say, hey, you been doing all this negative shit, so it's time for you to be punished. Because that is not what humans are called to make, those high power decisions. So life in prison without parole is something she definitely needs to sit her ass down. And hopefully she ain't got no kids, because they don't need to be in this situation traumatized or anything like that.
My dad was still alive. Bro, he killed his dad. My dad. The hallucinations were just so strong.
Thomas, are you close to your dad?
I love him.
What do you think your dad would want you to do right now? I'd like for you to tell me what you were doing yesterday.
I was just having a regular night with my friends, and then we made a stupid decision.
What was that?
Take a hallucinogenic drug, and all of a sudden.
I agree. I don't understand these kids. Like, when they be out here experimenting with these drugs, knowing the side effects of what could possibly happen to you, then this shit happened. Like me, I hate pain pills to the fullest. And the word hate to me, I do not like that word unless you want to eliminate and destroy it. And I wish they would destroy all pain pills and come up with a better, healthier way, which they know they can. But this shit right here wouldn't even be an issue. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what type of shit they was on, but at the same time, if it's pills, you know, that could be solved. But they making money off that shit. Just like guns and all this other stuff. It's all about money.
Out of nowhere, I got a God complex, and I've never felt like that before, and it's so stupid. I thought that everyone was just turning on me, and I got scared. I ran to my dad's for help, and then
You started hallucinating? Okay.
seeing close friends and family who tried to help, their faces start to be aggressive and sinister and devilish. I went to my dad's for help. I wanted to get in, so I got in by any means. And then he came out. And I thought he was coming after me, but he wasn't. But I thought he was at the time. Because the stupid drug. I love him. My dad. The hallucinations were just so strong.
So when you went into the house, when did you first see your dad?
I came in, lights were on, and I just remember his face just turned and devilish. Same with all my closest friends, and my mom even. I was just so scared. They wouldn't do anything to hurt me ever.
Do you remember hitting your dad with a knife?
No, like I remember coming at him, but as soon as came at him, everything just kind of blanks out. I can't believe I did that.
I believe that. Do you remember where you stabbed him?
No, it's so hard to explain.
Do you know what it was that you took?
Mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
I wish my dad was still alive. Bro, he killed my dad. Who does that?
So you're saying that you did not set out to go to your dad's house to kill him?
No, I would never do that. I set out to my dad's house to be safe, and then I felt like he was turning on me too, and I did what I thought I needed to be safe. I don't have a dad anymore. My sister doesn't have a dad because of me.
What about land? What would you say to land?
Grab your W-2 and file taxes 100% free with TurboTax Free Edition. Roughly 37% of taxpayers qualify.
I am so sorry. I would never do anything to her, ever. I hope she's okay.
I hope so too. She's in the hospital, so she's where she needs to be, right?
So they was on something called magic mushrooms or mushrooms. You know, y'all know what the fuck they is. They call mushrooms, magic mushrooms, whatever. Never have, never will. I don't give a damn how people say this or that about it, because I do indulge in, you know, plants, flowers, and shit like that. But at the same time, this is a no for me. Pain pills, ibuprofen, Tylenol, I hate taking. So just imagine the other stuff. And then you see he was second-degree murder. He actually feel fucked up about it, whereas we seen some of these other murders, man. They just be all like sitting in the courtroom all calm and, you know what I'm saying, they ain't really tripping about nothing, like they not guilty. But then we see stuff like this where we know they feel guilty to the core and they gon' for the rest of their life, you know what I'm saying, ain't gonna be right. So I feel bad for people like this, but at the same time, man, y'all need to start telling me, well, we really can't do nothing because I know how I was as a teen, so let me shut up. But we can do something for the ones that can help or want to help do better, all that type of shit. Because that's what I was trying to say. Because you do got teens that be trying to help other teens out, but at the same time, leave that shit alone.